Probably got a little bit close to comfort at the end, but I thought you played some really good footy for most of the afternoon.
Yeah, I agree. I thought we played a really good, strong game for 4 quarters pretty much. So inaccuracy, first half to be 3-7 and have some really good looks. We've taken good 8 or 9 marks inside 40-50, but yeah, to get out of that margin, 15, 16 points, and they were just hanging in with getting a goal, which just kept it a bit closer than what we would have liked. But yeah, I thought to play the last quarter the way we did and get to that margin, which was 15 to 16 points, was it? Yeah, it was some really good footy, some good moments, and yeah, it was a good tough contest.
Felt like your bigger bodies really stood up today. Jackson Callow in that forward line, I know he got that knock, but he really helped out McLean, and I thought Harry Boyd was brilliant in the ruck today too.
Yeah, our big men were really important. I think that McLean, Callow, Robinson up front with Boyd, and then I think Hurd, Donnelly, Seymour and Tommy Graham came into the team at 12:30 today, half time in the reserve. So our big men were able to have good influence on the game, I thought, and Boyd's got a lot of time for McCormack as an opposing ruckman and had a good battle, but I think Harry's presence over 4 quarters had a big influence on the game.
Yep. How much does Jackson Callow mean to the group? Really straightened you up, a big target, and was a massive focal point.
Yeah, he's someone, when you've got a key forward that you can kick the ball confidently too, it makes a difference to every footy team. And yeah, to get that mark early and have a look was good for him and everyone. And the boys do love playing with him, even though he's only played 2 games for us this year. And I think his ankle injury spooked him a bit, and was able to get back on just to try and give us a rotation because we lost right with the shoulder. So I admired his willingness to keep competing, and it was well regarded by the boys.
Yeah. This group hasn't lost spirit and enthusiasm and intensity. You could see that today. That must make you proud.
Yeah, it does, Josh, because given the year the way it's been, I've been in clubs where it does fall off the rails, but this group keep giving. We've been in every game since round 4 this year, but it's been 5 losses. I've undertook 2 goals this year, which means up being a difference whether you're at the back end of the 5 or not, and that's going to bite us in the end, obviously. But no, I really admire the leadership, and we're giving opportunities to guys like Robinson able to keep playing, and Wright's been able to play good 5 or 6 games in a row now, and Stockdale's come back in. Mitch Carroll been able to play a couple of games, so it's been good to have the core group keep giving and leading and competing, and the young blokes, inexperienced players, be able to jump on board and follow.
Yeah. Was it 92 tackles today,
Yeah.
Twig? That must really impress you.
Oh, it does, because I rate Central's footy holistically, but I think their contest to win it and tackle is right up there in the competition, hence why they're on the cusp of the 5. And yeah, to have 92 and in the end we won inside 50s by 17, which is really pleasing, but not kicking the score befitting of that numbers for the inside 50, but to tackle the way we did, Locke's chase in the last quarter is a huge play, and yeah, I think when you make plays like that, it gives you a greater chance of winning.
And Panos's goal, it's a highlight for our season.
He keeps delivering him, doesn't he? I thought he was terrific. Last quarter was huge. Important clearances. Yeah, even when he made the choice to have the shot, you felt confident. So he played under a bit of duress last week, and the fact that he keeps giving to this group and wants to play, and yeah, keeps being a leader and taking moments and putting his body on the line, I've got a lot of respect for him.
You mentioned that inaccuracy. How do you coach that? It's probably cost you.
Hardest thing in my job, Luke.
Is it part of the way the ball comes in with some of the entries as well? They're wider, they're not as close to goal, or
No, I think you'd argue today. I think it varies every week, but when you look at that first quarter, I think our key forwards both had 2 shots each in spots that were pretty gettable. And I saw Dudley kick one from 45 in the same spot in the last quarter. So it's an issue in our game, clearly. It's cost us games. And to not be able to put on the board in the first quarter, you keep a team like that who are dogged and can score heavily, you keep them in the game for longer. And so I think was it 15 games we've played this year, it'll be 13 to 15, we'll kick more points and goals. And so it's an issue, and we do train it, but in the end, it's not a great part of our game.
And it's good for Connor McLean to get the reward with 4 goals as well.
Yeah, well, Connor's had a pretty lean 3 weeks, and we made a decision to support him in selection this week because he does care about his position, and he's a good man, and he trains with purpose. And yeah, I didn't realise he kicked 4 in the end, and probably had an opportunity to kick more. But you get a key forward stand up and impact the game like that, it makes a big difference.
And your midfield was excellent and defence to make sure that Central's only kicked 6 goals for most of the game until late.
Yeah, I thought defensively we did a great job. We kept them at 32 inside 50s, and their goals were through D50 stoppages and a couple of free kicks, which that was frustrating in itself. But I thought we were able to restrict their movement of the footy through the day. So Mids did a good job. I thought it was like Harry Grant was a good player for them, and I thought Larkins played a good game. They were in Red League, but yeah, I thought that overall our Mids were able to have key patches of the games, but they're quite influential.
Yeah. Thanks, Twig.